Over half the people on planet Earth could never have been the creator of their own life because they were victims to insane abusers. The insane abuser chooses their victim and they make sure they have no resources. They are not. So that's proof right there that you can't be the creator of your own life. You can, but there's something wrong with Earth because Satan is prince of the air and took over barely any of the insanest people who do the worst crimes ever get caught, like Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, it's a miracle that any sociopath that believes in themselves, and that's crazy. So Earth is hell, like, the genius comedian late George Carlin said that um, sociopath. Why does a sociopath? But they believe in themselves. They have the highest confidence in themselves. And one of the sociopath, like insane believers in themselves would be Jeffrey Dahmer. No help. You can't help that person. And then how dare these fake Christians go and say when he was in prison before the guy killed him because he lined up his food like it was people's body parts. So one beautiful black guy, I think one, I guess, I'm not sure. Could have been a purple alien. Just went and destroyed, went and killed him. Just because he asked for it. Sociopaths do ask to be killed. They are that awful of people. I just look at the sociopath. I don't even categorize any insane abuser with a name. They're just insane abusers. That's all they are. Yeah, they're narcissists. Yeah, there's no life in them. They are empty vessels. So I watched people talking about the New Age, which is, it should never have been called the New Age. It's just extremely old information. There's something wrong, majorly wrong, always with this earth. It's never been right. And the proof of that would be Jesus, who was God. But even if people don't believe that, and why I believe it strongly is because I should have totally went insane in 2016. What was done to me, horrific lies. Actually, I guess in 2012, or it was 2011, that the worst thing was put on my Facebook where I was sex trafficked, and I had no idea. And yeah, you can, a person can have a government agency hack their phone and give them access, and my life was hell. I did not create any of the hell in my life. I did not search out for the worst people, but because I was cursed and my thoughts were, to do so, that I'm that lowly, that I'm just going to talk to homeless. There's nothing wrong talking with the homeless at all, um, whatsoever. I think it's a beautiful thing to want to try to help out people. Why, but unfortunately, if you are around their low energy, you need to give a person a chance. You need to give them a place to live in order to be able to, if they can't, in order to be able to straighten out your life whatsoever at all, you need your own place. And in this world, no one respects anyone. I don't see it. I don't see it. All I see is fake people. And I just don't get it that, no one's like super real. Well, there's a young gentleman, there's people on YouTube that are real. So life shouldn't be as hard as it is, and it is that hard because just the evil people reign and nothing's done. It's a miracle that Jeffrey Dahmer ever got caught. Really, you live on hell earth. I mean, it's just beyond what people really do, how insane abusers really destroy lives of their victims. It's beyond that nothing's done. I think back in the cowboy days, that was the best way to deal with people. You just self-defend yourself. My weapon is God's blood. It has helped me out in certain situations. So, God's blood conquers the wickedness in heavenly realms. Jesus' blood. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. And most certainly, the extremely old age, which is new age, the people who think, I'm the creator of my own world, well, that would come to a quick halt if you were taken back in time to the past to Hitler and a Jew, and you were thrown in the Holocaust. Well, you're not the creator of your own world then. What would you have been? You're the creator of Hitler, Satan, and his world. And that's the way this world usually runs. Now, there's a lot more successful people than ever right now, but then, on the downside, then there's, the most, I mean, it's pretty bad in the world right now, and I don't even want to know about WEF. The World Health Organization, or anything. I can't watch Riverside Homestead because it's just, I can't. I don't have my own permanent place, and possibly I can hopefully get it this week. I mean, hopefully I can. We'll have a permanent address, and be able to make it to help out people. I could never ever help out anyone because I never was helped out myself. And late Susan Chappelle helped me out in 2010, but there was just too many negative factors in my life. I had 4 narcissists working against me. She couldn't take it. It's too over. My life is too overwhelming. A homeless person's life is too overwhelming. You can't help out homeless people because they need too much. Well, first off, they need a home. And I don't understand. The richest, it's supposed to be the richest nation in the world, and nobody helps out the people that need it the most. And it just doesn't make any sense. But we don't make any sense. America. America doesn't make any sense. And the world doesn't make any sense with all the wrong in the world. So, are you the creator of your own world? Certainly not. It's the there's too much evil. And yeah, like if not within a year, like it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire, you go try to get groceries and there are none. What are you gonna do? All the resources they fucked it up. They poisoned the skies and everything. I mean, the only promise, God's promise in the Bible is to destroy earth and fire. 2 Peter chapter 3, 1 day is 1,000 years, 1,000 years is 1 day. Basically, it means the earth is shit. It doesn't mean anything. There's no love on this planet. There's no love at all. There's a homeless person and people spit on them and look down on them. How can you look down on somebody who has nothing and they can't get anything? It's just like, why are people so mean? And I don't care. Hurting people hurt people. That's bullshit. I never hurt anyone in my life. I hurt my child when he was like 5 years old. I was hurt. So I made my child cry. He doesn't even remember. But when he was 5, I made him cry, and I was just like, hit me. I made you cry. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. That I made someone cry. You know? Pretend a narcissist can't cry. There's nothing there. He's an empty vessel. There's nothing there. He looks at raped children and women and he laughs at it. That's nothing. He's complete or evil, and God's destroying this earth and fire because of monsters like Pretend a Lot Narcissist that there's nothing there. Yeah, he has a soul, but I'm pretty sure it can be vaporized. 1 day is 1,000 years, 1,000 years as 1 day. Do not think God's slow. He's waiting for his own to repent. Then he comes back as a thief in the night to destroy this earth and fire. And then he creates a new heaven and new earth with no wrong. Parentheses, sin. No wrong. Jesus died for all of the wrong that mind-sane abusers did to me. And then because they traumatized me to death and made me want to die and put me in the position to want to die, then of course I have a death frame of mind. Of course I have nothing because of my insane abusers. Jesus died for their wrong against me. But also, I've done wrong because I was put in the worst circumstances and the worst situation that nobody else can handle. I mean, no one could have handled my life. I don't know anyone in my life that could have survived what actually happened to me. And I hate Pretend a Lot Narcissist because he's always like, oh, that's what you think. That's your truth. No, his truth is death towards me. His truth is always to destroy me in every way that he can. And yeah, he almost did kill me February 3rd. But thank God I was able to escape that monster who does nothing but viciously verbally attack me And he's such a liar. He's never ever going to admit to it. And it's just death. And no, there is no life in him. But what people don't like, oh, people can change. Some people do. Most people don't. Most people don't change. Like pretend a lot narcissists will always say that I destroyed his life, and it doesn't make any sense that insane abusers who destroy their victims' lives, they somehow twist it and turn it around, and they're Satan themselves, and they magically little warlocks and the little witches that people are, but they're not little. I mean, in this world, they reign. And they're little spells, and they're not little spells. They're huge. They're massive. That you're able to trick people that much. People are blinded that badly. That's what the extremely old age, which is new age. Oh my God, 16 minutes already. Okay, I have to turn off. The old age. There's something they can't conclude that there's too much evil on this planet. I mean, you just have to call it evil. You live in a wicked world. There's too many wicked people. Watch Wicked World on YouTube. A young girl with straight blonde hair. Watch her. You live in a wicked world, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, that's the majority of the world. Not really nice people like The View. Like, oh, nice little lives, that they have it made. I mean, as far as barely suffering, but they're empty inside, I guess, and they're not happy and they're not satisfied, and so they don't have any peace. And certainly, no one can, I don't think, burn in hell forever, because Earth is hell for the majority of people. And why can't anybody be honest to say that? I mean, that's a given. That's pretty obvious that Earth is hell, and the majority of people suffer, and the world makes no sense at all. With how many victims there are in this world, it doesn't make any sense. The world's never made any sense at all. There's just too many sociopaths that believe in themselves, and that's what makes the Earth hell. They do the worst things. And they believe in themselves, and they keep on doing the worst things, and they're unstoppable on Hell Earth. I mean, there's no good on the Earth. I mean, when you weigh out everything and you look at everything, and not just the little happy show where there's millionaires. I mean, the majority of people are not millionaires. I guess that would be like a third of the world is rich, but the 2/3 of the world is suffering and in poverty. And it's immense. It's too much. Oh God, it's almost 20 minutes. I don't like to make long videos.